Hello. Welcome back to Give Pause Hobby, the channel where we stop to appreciate things we love to fill our free time with, like music.
That was the first one you did Wii.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Is it really?
Let's go. We're going to go back to past Kyle and edit yes or no.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the answer. I thought you meant like little clips. And I was like, that's too much.
That's not, you just have to like channel back to the other 7 videos. This is our 8th one.
This is our 8th one. That's wild.
So you have to check, but I think that's the first Wii.
Wii. It's Wii.
Okay. Well, I'm done.
Well, speaking of Wii, we have a content warning. Just a reminder. This is all in fun, and I think the large majority of people hanging out watching are totally on board with that. But
for old lady Kate, she just goes with what she feels, and
we're here to have maybe quick snap decisions about whether or not we like music, and that's part of the fun. So I know in the board game space, I don't know why people do it. I know I do. Watch reviews about games I already have, or I know I'm getting, or I've ordered and it's coming later. And it's just like a game I've already decided I like, but I watch people's opinion about it just because like
you're protective of it.
Yeah, and so like, it doesn't really matter. Like the game is still coming. I'm just like, how could you say that? So
no, and I get
feel
that.
Like Tool fans, especially the Tool Army,
I love that.
Is awesomely vocal, which is great. Like,
I love it.
That's what makes it fun. But just letting you know, we are having fun here. We're not here to just like say any band sucks. Well, I don't know. You might say that about Bad Religion.
They suck.
but
they suck. But the thing is, what I think I said this in the last video with The Grudge is I'd be very, very concerned with the band if everything they did was perfect. They should try some different things. They should try to go out there a little bit. I didn't care for The Grudge, but I also loved every other Tool song that I've ever heard.
That's true.
And I think that's awesome. Yeah. I just didn't care for it. And like I said in last video, there's some artists that I love, and I don't care for some of their songs.
And like I said in the last video, I genuinely didn't think that it was going to have as like the trend of positivity was going to be so high on this. I honestly thought more often the old lady Kate reaction was going to be
no, I loved all of them up until The Grudge, and then The Grudge happened, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. But today is something totally different. I promise you something.
But I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
The Tool Army.
Mm-hmm.
Am I part of it? I don't think I'm part of it yet.
I mean,
I feel, you know what I feel like?
I feel like, here's just my initial snap
I don't think so.
Reasoning
I'm not part of the Tool Army yet.
Well, I was probably not, but here is what I think you need to, at some point.
Go to a concert?
Well, I think you can't really say that because there's some, sometimes people don't live near concerts or whatever. I think, to me, my like definition of like recruit for the Tool Army is to at least one time listen straight through an album, a Tool album, because I think at least a couple of them are, not all of them are like concept albums like straight through, but a couple of them for sure are. Okay. And I think that to me, or at least like, you have them on your CD player, your portable CD player, and like every time you had a spare time to listen, you clicked play from where you left off.
Could I maybe, let's say, with these videos, be like a Tool Army apprentice?
Yeah.
Like
a squire.
A squire. I'm taking that.
That's a guitar.
I didn't know that. But like in like Boy Scouts, they have like what's
ranks.
Right, Army.
So you're a tenderfoot, in the.
I'm a brown. I'm a daisy in the Girl Scout world. I'm a Tool Army daisy.
A Tool Army daisy.
Okay.
Yeah. I know there's some of you out there who are watching, and you're here for something that's not Tool. Sound off down below. What do you think? Do you think Tool Army is just open ended?
No.
Do you think it's?
No, I don't. I feel like you need to reach...
I like my definition.
I
at
think
least
you
one
need
time
to
straight
reach...
through. You're a
My
squire.
goal, I'm a squire. My goal
Daisy.
is to get into the Tool Army. I'm not in the Tool Army. I'm like at the Tool Army registration office.
Yeah, you're still doing the paperwork.
I'm still doing the paperwork.
You need to go to basic tool training.
Do they allow celiacs in there? Because the regular Army doesn't. Thank
What?
God.
Really?
You told me
wait.
that.
Oh, wait, that's right.
Yeah, because they can't guarantee a gluten-free meal.
Womp,
Womp
womp.
womp. I don't want to be in the Army, so it's all good. All right, we
All right,
digress.
so, yeah,
What's our song?
so
What's our band?
So today is a non-tool shed moment, and
Okay.
we're
Don't turn it off. Listen.
Don't turn it off. And this is for a band that isn't necessarily like super near and dear like throughout my upbringing. It's a band that was like off to the side until I was introduced to them while on a big like Boy Scout camping, and I was like, I've heard that band before, and that was pretty fun. And there it is. There's the origin story for Phish, and this is really only one album that I've like really listened to.
Okay.
I've listened to like some songs from other albums, but this is Hoist, which is kind of like when my first Snarky Puppy album was Family Dinner, and that's like a non-standard one because they have a bunch of friends.
Do I know any of Family Dinner?
I'll play it.
Okay.
That was the first one I listened to, and I'm pretty sure I showed or played for you, but because this is like a bunch of friends coming in playing with Phish, and it's
So like a potluck?
kind of
Phish potluck. I don't know.
but so Phish, you I assume have not listened to Phish.
I couldn't name you one song. I couldn't even tell you the style, when they were about, what they were about.
And you turned Canadian.
You turned Canadian. I don't know anything.
Okay.
I do know it's PH.
Yeah.
IS.
Okay, that's a start.
I know that.
Because that would be embarrassing.
Are they religious band?
Nope.
Oh, okay. See,
Nope.
I thought maybe they were like Jesus and Phish and everything. Okay, so they're not religious.
Oh, I see. Not that Phish. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know where the PH comes aside from just being like unique. But
Okay.
they are a jam band.
What does that mean?
Means that they
Aren't all bands jam bands?
I guess in like bands jam, but jam bands are typically defined as like a band that could like really draw things out in a concert setting. I don't hold on because I think I'm not gonna jinx. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like this one. I'm not saying like other side level of like what have I been missing, but I don't know.
Like with Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, I've chosen two.
Okay.
Because like I was telling
Two
you
songs
before,
of an average band equals a Tools.
yeah, right.
A Tool song.
Because they're like 4 minutes each.
Okay.
Because I don't think we're ever
Child's
gonna
Play.
like cycle back to Tool. Like I fully.
Nope. Phish.
Oh yeah. We're for sure cycling back to Tool. Sorry. Yeah, Phish. I think this is like a one and done. So
Okay.
instead of just doing one,
We're doing
it's a doubleheader, like the title
Like
of
in
the
baseball.
movie, like in baseball,
the
exactly.
movie. Doubleheader?
Like the name of the video
What?
is gonna be a Phish doubleheader.
Got it.
I've already thought that through.
I haven't.
I'm living in the future.
Wow.
All right, let's do it. So the first one is the peppier of the two, and it is Julius is the name of it.
Caesar. Do you have it recording?
I don't yet, but
I don't know about this.
now I do. There's not really lyrics, so this is not like I mean, there are lyrics, but
What did Almond say the other day? This isn't even a song.
yeah, this isn't even a song. It doesn't have words.
It was an instrumental piece.
This isn't even a
This isn't
song.
even a song. To the Cars 3 soundtrack.
I have no idea how loud it's going to be.
Danger, I've been told to expect it. I begin my descent down the cold granite steps. And who could have turned among those I can fight in? I think that I know what I haven't known yet. 'Cause a week is a month and an hour a day. When you're reaching just pushes it further away.
Nailing it.
With your past and your future precisely divided. Am I at that moment? I haven't decided. Don't take another step. I haven't decided. Don't take another step. And stretching out into the sea, Aquitana, is that what the prophet told me you saw? You gave it to me, but I really don't want it. I came out on top by the luck of the draw. 'Cause a week is a month and an hour a day. When you're reaching, just pushes it further away now. And what's the return on the faith I've provided? I think that I know now. Don't take another, don't take another, don't take another. Before you take another step. Well, I haven't decided. Don't blame it on yourself. I haven't decided. No. I'm gonna take another step. I'm gonna blame it on myself. Or lay it on my brother. Well, I haven't decided. No, I haven't decided. Wake up in the morning, you'll be gone. Don't lay it on the brother when he's sleeping. Wake up in the morning, you'll be gone. Before you take another step, I haven't decided. Don't blame it on yourself. I haven't decided. Don't lay it on the brother when he's sleeping. Wake up in the morning, you'll be gone.
So, part
I
one.
loved it. It was a toe tapper.
Isn't it great?
It was amazing. And
Now-
it was only at the last little bit that I was like,
Oh yeah,
okay.
like it's like when you're like, are they wrapping it up here? Is like a solid 45 seconds before like they're actually
Yeah.
done.
Which isn't too bad.
But like and this is, you know, the one again, jam, like lots of bands do different things live, but like jam bands will sometimes have like completely different versions that they do for a show, and sometimes like, you know, tunes can just go and go and go and go and go. So, but now here's my dilemma with Phish, because this is the album that I honestly don't know how I came across this one, because the tune that like got me to listen to Phish is not on this album.
Are we listening to that other one?
We're not.
Oh.
No, I somehow found this one. Maybe I got it at like Cheapo Records. I think.
Cheapo.
I think all my Twin Cities folks. And so I was like, oh,
Can
Phish.
Can you explain what Cheapo is?
So at Cheapo Records,
Where were they located, Kyle?
I don't know. In the cities, there's
The Twin Cities.
the Twin. Oh, sorry,
In Minnesota.
Sorry, Minnesota Twin
St.
Cities.
Paul,
Yeah, I thought you
Minneapolis.
meant like what address.
I don't know.
Because a couple of them.
There's multiple locations.
And the whole like gist of like what's exciting about it is all the new arrivals would just like be in these like big bins well before they were organized by genre or name or anything. So you would just see people going through like and you would have, it'd be like Beethoven, Phish, Christian rock, like just
Or-
whatever it would happen to be in that day.
And you could also get movies there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure you could. I thought I got some movies there. Because guess what I got there? It wasn't Phish. It wasn't Tool. It was Muppet Treasure Island.
But like the soundtrack or the
Yup.
movie? Oh,
Both.
okay,
Because it is a classic.
true.
Do you know who did the music for Muppet Treasure Island? Hans Zimmer.
Oh, I did know that.
So, who's laughing now? Kyle.
I don't know who that was going to be directed at. It's
It was
me.
me. You were laughing at. You were laughing
That's
at.
true. Okay, I understand now.
It's Muppet Treasure Island, one of the greatest Muppet movies. Mm-hmm. I didn't say movies of all time because that's not true. It's one of the
Right.
greatest Muppet movies, if not the best, after Christmas Carol.
Well, speaking of greatest things, so to me, this is I'm moving on. So this is like the album when I want to listen to Phish that I go to. But those horns, those are the Tower of Power horns. So that's like there are no horns in Phish.
What?
Yeah, like regular Phish is like guitar, bass, keys, vocals, and like they can
Was
play
someone like
banjo and stuff.
dating? Was someone like dating some trumpet players? Like, why were they like all of a sudden like, "Sup, let's get some brass
No,
in here"?
because this is like for this album they just brought in like a bunch of. I think some of the things they connected with people on tour, and so they brought back. But like, yeah, this one they're the horn line for Tower Power, which is that is a solid horn line, and so like a huge part of what makes this. I mean, they're not on the whole album, but like this track is completely different from the average Phish tune. So it puts me in a weird spot, and why we're not going to have a revolving like Phish reaction video, because like my Phish perspective is like Hoist, this album, and I don't know why, but
Which I don't know how I feel about the album cover.
it's very strange.
I don't
Yeah.
care for it. No, actually, I said I don't know how I feel about it. I do know how I feel about it.
You don't
and I don't
like
like
it.
it.
It's a horse being lifted up by a hoist.
I don't like that. Because did anyone ask the horse?
Probably not.
Nope. 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 No.
You might even say nay.
Oh God.
So
Oh no.
moving on.
I really liked it.
Awesome. So that's the opening track
Okay.
of the album.
Solid.
And
you know what else was an opening track?
I as soon as I said it, I was like, why did I bring this upon myself?
The Grudge.
Yeah, I know. And it's another
Not.
killer opening track, is
Kill-
what you're going to say.
Killed my mood.
Oh, boy. Okay. So the second one is...
Is
still
it
very,
from this album?
Yep.
Okay.
Still also very jam band DNA interwoven, but a totally different vibe. And this is with... like the name is familiar to me, but it is with Alison Krauss.
Oh, that's Oh Brother, We're Out Thou.
Oh, that's where I know it from. Okay.
As
And
I went
some-
down in the river to pray. That's her.
Yeah.
You're
So,
welcome.
Alison Krauss.
It's
ladies and
interesting.
gentlemen.
Maybe I have some knowledge of music beyond pop tunes to a person who.
Hey-o.
Yeah.
So this is called "If I Could," and this was written the lead singer of Phish for a fellow musician who was going through a rough time, and
Aw.
he just wished that he could.
If I could
And
take that
as
from
a-
you.
Yeah, and it's like not in any way like romantic. It's just like a friend to a friend. Like if
It's
I
love.
could make it better, I
It's
would.
love.
Yeah.
It's
So
not romantic love. It's love.
yeah. Love.
Did you do the play thing?
Oh.
Nothing happened.
So there was an ad that popped up because I use YouTube for this. So here
It wasn't a
is-
Victoria's Secret ad like it one time ran when I was teaching.
or when we performed right outside of Victoria's Secret with the jazz band.
That was awesome.
Take me to another place, she said. Take me to another time. Run with me across the oceans. Float me on a silver cloud. If I could, I would, but I don't know how. If I could, I would, but I don't know how. If I could, I would, and I'd take you now.
Stay with me till time turns over.
I wanna feel my feet leave the ground. Take me where the whispering breezes can lift me up and spin me around. If I could, I would, but I don't know how. If I could, I would, but I don't know how. If I could, I would, and I'd take you now. Laughing as we go, take you now. Flipping backwards through doors and through the windows. You now, I'm melting into nothing. If I could, I would, but I don't know how. If I could, I would, but I don't know how. If I could, I would, and I'd take you now. If I could, I would, but I don't know how. If I could, I would, but I don't know how. If I could, I would, and I'd take you now.
That's really good.
Right?
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, and so like same thing. if people go in, they're like, "Whoa, Julius rules," and then they don't hear like Tower of Power horn line, like Alison Krauss is not part of Phish, and collaborates with them. But again, like any like for real Phish heads out there, let me know like how far outside the box, because I just genuinely haven't listened to that much of it. And I know it's like some of these tunes are like regulars on like set lists and shows that they've done, but like this version is sort of like how with Talking Heads, like it's really hard for me to listen to anything aside from Stop Making Sense, because
the live version.
That's the album is that live.
Oh, okay.
Like the show is the album, and it's like impossible for me to listen to any of the other versions. No,
it's awful.
I wouldn't say it's awful.
I was just gonna say
like
it's not.
But some of them, like genuinely, I'm like, why did you choose this tempo? This is doing me like psychic damage right now.
Yep.
But yeah. So that is my choices for the Phish doubleheader.
Loved it.
Awesome. I've going into it, I was like, the one thing that might, because the Alison Krauss one, like as soon as I heard this, like the first time I heard it, I was like, this is beautiful.
The only thing I wish, like, because it was so beautiful, I wish there had been some more verses.
Yeah.
Like, what more is there to say?
Yeah.
Like that, because it was so like beautifully written musically. The words were amazing. The collaboration was great. That was the only thing.
And the harmony, like
the harmonies were just bonkers and just
Yeah.
amazing. But I was like, tell me, like, bring me more into it. Like I could have done with some more verses.
Yeah. Vocalist. I'm the amount of words is for the band director. Trumpet player.
And I'm like, where are we going with this? How are we feeling?
Take me on a story.
I need some imagery right now. I need some.
See, and to me, like that's where like the adding of the strings, and then like there's like an internal like horn line part that is like, it's not the humming line, as I tell my kids at school. It's not like the melody, but like is the money line in there. And to me, that's like the moments where I'm like, man, that's the story that I'm getting, is like the adding of the orchestration.
And I get that too, but for me, I'm like, I'm a choir person, and I'm in a women's choir right now, and we have 3 concerts coming up, and there's one song I was telling you that I'm like, there are a few moments where I might not be singing because the imagery and the words are a lot, because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe Julius got around that because there's like even fewer words in that, but there's like those little moments of like different vocal effects that people are doing, and different like entrances or like rhythms that they do. So like if you did like a word count on those 2 tracks, I'm pretty sure it'd have like half the amount, and this doesn't even have that many.
No.
But it was just like there was other vocalist stuff going on.
That's the only like feedback, not even criticism I have, because I really liked it.
Yeah. Well, I think this
and also Alison Krauss is amazing.
Yeah. Just
legit.
Destroys it. The very first the stay with me till time is over, like all those little inner
Stay with me till time turns over.
I'm like, oh my gosh, like
she's
good.
insane.
Yeah, so that's Phish.
Well,
our first doubleheader.
Phish, I like ya.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this. So well done, Phish. I did have a massive crush on a guy named Kellen Phish, and he was friends with my older brother.
Spelled with a PH?
No, just spelled like fish. And he was
his first name is Kellen. Kellen Phish.
And he was so nice. And he was not necessarily friends with my older brother, but around that age. And he went to our church. And I remember he was the drummer for our church production of Jesus Christ Superstar.
Hot commodity.
And he was very, very nice. And very, very cute. And very, very nice. So now... Okay, but I really liked it, and now I can say I've heard 2 Phish songs.
Yeah, the whole album. This is another one I think like you would like
Sound out below why it's spelt the way it is.
Yeah.
I could also look it up, but I just want to know what you have to say. Also, if you haven't done so, subscribe.
And like and
like
comment. Yeah, and Phish folks, tell us what else we should like. I can't actually remember the one that.
What are Phish like? There's the Tool Army. I wonder what the Phish and like there's like the Taylor Swifties.
I think it's. This could me being totally off base, but I think like Deadheads for Grateful Dead. I want to say like Fish Heads, but no. That as I'm saying, that's
we don't want that.
Fish Head is not a thing. I have no idea. Yeah, sound off down below. What do you call yourself? Fish Navy? Maybe. Probably not.
Probably not. All right.
Yeah, fishermen, fisher folk, fish.
Fish. Sure. Fishies. Fish.
Well, on that.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. Yep. We're gonna sign off and be
get
back.
Our PJs on.
Get our PJs on.
I'm gonna wash my face.
And next time, we are back on here because some other board gamey things between now and then. We'll be in the tool shed one more time before the December Give Pause because concert season and holidays and all that. So.
Can I just brag a little bit though?
Mm-hmm.
We're done with our Christmas shopping and it's November 8th. Boop. I'm just saying, I'm really excited about it. Because that was not the case last year.
No, that was not the case last year. So
There was a lot going on last year.
Past us.
Suck it.
Well, on that.
I almost said I love you.
Thanks for that's happened before. Thanks for taking a pause to give pause, and see you next time.
Love you.